Hey y'all, welcome back to the Soapbox. So, I kind of got this installment, this little thing going on here about songs that may or may not still slap, or perhaps didn't age well. And today, I want to bring a song, a blast from the past. Some of you might know it, some of you might not. Today, we're going to talk about Rod Stewart's Maggie May. Go on, hop up on your soapbox. Ba-da-da-da. So, it's 1971. I mean, it's a different time, right? I certainly hadn't been born yet. But the 70s were a different time. And Rod Stewart, I was listening to this song, and some of the lyrics kind of came across, and I went, I should talk about this on the Soapbox. Any of y'all who've watched this at all, you know that I am a man of lyrics, and I love instrumentals. I love the music that people choose to put under their lyrics. But when it comes to lyrics, I'm like, my ear starts to perk up. My antenna start to quiver, as it were, for a good lyric. They also quiver for a bad lyric. So anyway, I don't think Maggie May is a bad lyric. I don't necessarily think it's a particularly good lyric. But if you're not familiar with the song, it kind of has this sort of, he plays it on the guitar. I figure I'll just spell it out here on the keyboard, Wake up, Maggie, I think I got something to say to you. So it sits great in my range. It's late September and I really should be back at school. I know I keep you amused, but I feel I'm being used. Well, that's not very good, is it? So he's expressing himself, which is good. And women can use men, too, just so that everybody remembers out there. You can be used by a woman. And then he says, oh, Maggie, I couldn't have tried anymore. You led me away from home just to save me from being alone. You stole my heart, and that's what really hurts. A little bit of a weird rhyme scheme there. There are different kinds of rhyme out there. What's strange to me is that Rod Stewart has chosen a form in this song that is almost all internal rhyme. Interesting. It's not all internal rhyme, but it's an interesting form. I want you to listen to this next line. Just listen to this next line over here. The morning sun, when it's in your face, really shows your age. God damn, Rod. Jesus, man, you're talking to a woman. I can't think of a time that you would ever tell a woman that something really shows her age, that things are gonna go well. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, Rod. That's spoken like a true Rod. You know what I'm saying? But of course, right after that, he says, but that don't worry me none. In my eyes, you're everything. So it's a nice sentiment, but he starts it with a real big backhanded compliment, right? So I don't know how I feel about that lyric. I just think they arrived at this. You know what I'm saying? This was the edit. You gotta wonder. They're in the recording studio, and Rod's got his paper there, and they're like, all right, Rod, let's hear what you got this round. And he's like, the way you ate that dinner makes me think that you could lose some weight. I'm like, Rod, cut, Rod, maybe that's not very nice. It's, no, I don't think your lady fans are going to want to hear that, Rod. All right, let me rewrite it. So Rod rewrites it, and then he's like, your dusty old furry box is really starting to smell like fish. Like, Rod, we're going to hold you back there for a second, Rod. It's not... Think again, mate. You don't want to alienate these girls. We want them to buy records, Rod. He's like, okay, the morning sun, when it's in your face, really shows your age. And all the producers are like, yes, much better, much better. They're all high-fiving. Because it's 1971. It's 1971. You know how men used to talk to women? You know how men talk to women now? Jesus. We made this guy an international star. And he, bold-faced was like, well, you sure are, your flapjack boobies are falling off of the side of your chest. It's like, God damn, Rod, give her a break. I want to hear this woman's point of view. Your crooked little teeth and your nasty hair really smell like cheese, or some shit like that, Oh man, Rod, ease up, buddy. Use a little poetry. But that don't bother me none. It's not, I mean, it's it just makes me laugh. It just makes me laugh. The rest of the song is great, but it just goes to show. It just goes to show somebody could be singing some trash to your face, just trash talking you, telling you how old and nasty you look. And there are probably so many women out there that are like throwing their panties at Rod. It's just funny to me. It's just funny to me. And I'm gonna find more of these songs. I'm gonna find more of these. Hey, look, you can find videos of Tom Jones from that era, and he's walking around swinging his dick around, and he literally he would just grab women by the face and kiss them on the mouth. I mean, what today would be called assault, back in the day was called entertainment, right, fellas? Anyway. So it's just funny to see how the views have changed. And you can write whatever you want. You can write it however you want. You know, it's just kind of funny how after the years looking back, you go, what did he just say to her? Jeez, Rod, man, come on, cut her some slack, you know? And maybe she really did him wrong, so maybe she deserved it. I don't know. I don't know the situation. Poor young Rod. Young Rod was sleeping with a Mrs. Robinson, as it were, and he had to tell her, your crow's feet are looking more like crow's legs. Your crow's feet on the side of your eyes are looking more like... After the mandolin solo, gotta love it. Gotta love it. He says, Maggie, I wish I'd never seen your face. I'm going to go with, and look, the song is fine. I actually think it's a nice little progression, right? It's pop music. You got that kind of, that great climb. You get those great chords in there. I think it's a finely made song. Just maybe the lyrics could use a little revision, or perhaps the lyrics aren't as good as the music. I'm not totally sure. So anyway, fellow Capricorn Rod Stewart, I listened to your song, Maggie May, in the year 2023, and I'm going to go with It Did Not Age Well.
Oh, no.
Y'all, if you haven't heard it, lucky you get to go hear it. So find it somewhere, download it, listen to it. Tell me about it in the comments section. I will not read it. But listen, if you like it, awesome. And if you don't like it, tough.